Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks very much for joining us here this afternoon at Planet Hollywood. We're hosting a press conference for our big show that will take place at Wembley Arena on the 5th of November. Firework night. We've got an explosive night when Ricky Burns comes to London to defend to fight for the WBO interim lightweight championship of the world against the Brit Basher, Michael Kostidis. Fantastic fight for the fans. Ricky stepping up a weight to try to become a double weight champion against a guy who's come over here on 2 occasions and beaten at the time the best that we had. Ricky knows it's a tough fight for him, but he's very confident, as I am, and as his trainer Billy Nelson and his manager Alex Morrison are, that he has the ability to win this fight. And I think he will win this. I think it's going to be a tough fight. Kostidis is never in a boring fight, and if you look back to when Ricky beat Martinez, I think we're going to get that type, Martinez, it's going to be that type of fight. And as I say, for me, it's going to be I believe it's going to be one of the fights a year. Also on the card, we have the British and Commonwealth Super Middleweight Championship between George Groves, who is the British and Commonwealth Champion, who will defend his title against the former champion, Paul Smith from Liverpool. Again, styles make fights. I think this has all the ingredients to be a real quality fight. So we've got 2 really good fights there heading the bill. Great undercard. Billy Joe Saunders going for his first title. Ryan Walsh going for his first title. Derek Chisora on the comeback against Larry Oluwambimo. Brantley Skate, George Michael Carman, and many other fighters on the card. So it's a great night boxing for British fans, and those who don't buy a ticket can see it on Box Nation. It'll be again a big night of boxing on Box Nation, and there'll be some more fights that will be announced for the night. Box Nation is on Sky Platform Channel 456. And as I say, if you want to see the best in boxing, that's the place to be. Got all the guys here. If you want to ask any questions, please feel free to do so.
Will this be on channel? Will we get this onto channel television?
On the what?
On the what you call it? On the cable.
It's on at the moment. It's on Sky, the Sky platform. Right next to Sky Sports News is channel 456. So if you've got your remote, you just go 456. Hey presto, it's in front of you. It'll also, we hope by then, I'm quite sure it'll be on the Virgin platform and others. So it will be on other platforms and hopefully on some of the cables. But at this moment today, it's on Sky. But I expect in the next couple of weeks you're going to get it on other outlets.
Ricky, you've seen what Kostidis did when he came before. How's it going to be different for you?
Well, these are the fights that, the big fights that I've always wanted. When I know I'm up against it, I always seem to raise my game. Nobody knows more than me in my camp that this is going to be the hardest fight in my career. But I think moving up to lightweight now, I think it was the best move for me. But again, it's going to be a cracking fight, but a winnable fight for me.
Were you struggling to make the weight? Seriously struggling to perfect that?
Well, I've been doing super feather I boxed Alec Arthur, that was about 7 years ago. But the last couple of fights, it was just getting harder and harder. Obviously, everybody knows I was massive for super featherweight. I'm even big for a lightweight as well. So I think I'm going to enjoy boxing a lot more. I'll be concentrating on fighting rather than boiling down to the weight.
Any other questions?
George, what's it like being like for you since you beat what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Surprisingly enough, I haven't been idle or retired, as people are asking me. I've been back in the gym. Obviously, it was a long camp and I had a bit of downtime, but I've been in the gym a long time now. I'm really excited about defending against Paul Smith. He's a really good fighter. He's going to be a great domestic dust up. I'm 100% 100% motivated for this fight. For my last fight, it was about exposing someone's technical flaws. Adam was always holding me back, not letting me, fight the way I want to fight. This fight's going to be different. This fight I'm allowed to be nasty. He's given me the green light already, and that's what I plan to do.
So we got a nasty fight brewing there between these two.
Do you think the fact you beat De Gale and De Gale beat Paul, does that have any bearing on it at all?
Nah, no bearing at all. Right now, I just want to concentrate on what I need to do, and that's being Paul Smith. Looking on paper, I should beat him, but I know that Paul's going to ask a lot of difficult questions that I need to answer. I need to find the right answers, and I plan to do that at this moment in time in the gym. I'm finding those answers, and I look forward to showing you what I can do November 5th, fireworks night.
Paul, what does this fight mean to you, the losing your British title?
It means a lot. It's a shot that I've wanted. It's something to fight that I've wanted for a long time. When I was champion, George had a few ways to say about me, and calling me out to try and get the fight, and trying to get the titles, and to try and land the titles. As everyone knows, I lost to De Gale. People keep asking me whether this will be redemption, and no, it won't. It's the only time I'll get redemption is if I'm going to be much with De Gale and beat De Gale. But I'm 100% improved since the De Gale fight. I keep telling everyone that I'm listening. I was awful that night. Everyone knows I was. It was nowhere near what I can do, nowhere near the best. Nothing seemed to go right in camp, nothing seemed to go right on the night. I had no tactics, and I paid the price for that, but I'm 100% focused now, concentrating with Joe, working on the game plan, saving very hard. I'm fitter now than I've ever been in my life. I've still got 4 weeks to go. I said to my first 8-round fight back with Joe, I was fitter for that 8-round fight than I've ever been in the past because of different methods and training. So I'm happy in my life now, and I'm happy in boxing.
Have you changed your training a lot?
Training's changed totally, 100%. Just different trainers have different methods, I think I'm back in the 21st century and I'm training methods, whereas in the past, it was different stuff. It was not really specific to what I was doing in the ring, and it showed in the performances, but I just want to put a good performance in and get inside it.
Do you think your best days are still to come?
Definitely, I'm only 28. I turned pro early. I turned pro when it was the idea of you have 15, 20 fights, and then you start progressing with the likes of Vivian and Joe Cars like he was doing. Nowadays it's a different thing. Kids are being successful in the amateurs, and they need to produce results nice and early in their career. And like my brother, like George, like James Segay, like all the other top kids, Frankie Gallagher, etc., they're doing that. I've got plenty of months left on the clock, and hopefully I'll prove that.
Do you think George has come to where he is too soon?
No, not really. As I said, in the last point, it's expected now of lads George's age, James Segay's age, Stephen's age, my brother. It's that way. The game's changed in the past 8-9 years, and that's the way it is now.
Paul, you said you had no tactics going into the fight. You must have had some sort of game plan, so what went wrong?
The game plan was to just go in and just try and stop him and just blag it, just fight the way they went to fight. That was it. I'm not being harsh. That was the game plan, to attack him, to try and grind him down, and to try and stop him. The first thing you notice about the fight like James Segay when you get in the ring is how awkward he is. I wasn't prepared for the awkwardness. I've boxed awkward kids in the past in the amateurs like Craig McEwen and dealt with them, okay. But it was a totally different school of fish when you get in there and prepared. It's been a different story, but I wasn't prepared, and it's all ifs and buts. I'll never know. I've just got to draw a line under it, which I have firmly, and move on with my career.
Were you impressed with the way George beat?
Not really, no. It was, if anyone's going to beat James Segay and to combat the awkwardness, who better than a kid who sparred hundreds and hundreds and boxed in the amateurs? That was the way I looked at it. It was a close fight on the night. I watched it ringside. I haven't watched it back yet. I will, obviously, to study the fight. On the night I had James Shaden, but a lot of knowledgeable people that I know and that I trust their opinion, and George winning it. And I'll watch it and I'll probably score the difference on the tape as you always do.
You may be interested to know on the night we're also, Skybox Nation will also be broadcasting live from Copenhagen in Denmark, the WBO super middleweight title between Mikael Kessler and Robert Stiglitz. So, let's say with what we got going on with our super middleweights and what we're doing with Sal and promotions, it doesn't take a lot of working out that down the road you're going to see some, you know, a world title fight involving one of these guys, and so they've got a lot to go for.
How far do you think the winner is away from the world title?
I don't think very far. I mean, you know, if Paul was on the verge of fighting for a world title before he fought James DeGale. I know there was talk of making a fight for George before he was being promoted by me. I know that Adam had been working on something, but the fact of the matter is, it's not far for any of them. They're all moving at a fairly good pace, but it's got to be the best one who gets the opportunity. So that's what it's all going to be about. James fights for the European title in a couple of weeks' time in Liverpool. If he comes through, you know, we've got a great mix here. We could, you know, with the winner of this fight.
So you think that will happen before a world title?
I don't know. I mean, you know, everybody's got to agree to it, but we're certainly not in the business of keeping guys apart. You know, you've only got to look at this fight schedule coming up. You'll see that fighters that I promote and some that I manage are all fighting each other. And an example is in Liverpool is the Nathan Cleverly and Tony Bellew fight. So, you know, I'm looking for the best to fight the best. That's what the public want. And it's not the end of the world if somebody loses. You know, your career's not over if you have a loss on your record. It's how you lose and it's how you can come back.
George, have you done any stand-up recently?
No, I haven't. No. I'm not as funny as I probably think I am, so I had to drop that out for a while, concentrate on the gym work.
I thought he was going to say a funny thing happened to him on the way to the press conference.
Do you think you're ready for a world title shot, George?
I don't know really. You know, when I get to world title level, I want to be able to beat everyone in the world. But stuff like that's easy to get done. Boxing isn't as straightforward as you sometimes hope. You have to take the fights that are there, that match up, the right things to do at the time. So if a world title came along and it's the right move, then I'll definitely grab it with open arms. If that's where I want to be. I want to be a world champion. That's where I want to get to.
Do you see the European as the route to take to get there, build on the experience?
Yeah, well, if James DeGale wins his next fight, then that would mean I watch James DeGale again, already beaten him, and if this fight has to happen, then it will happen. But on this spin side out, I beat him already. I don't really want to just be one-dimensional, just be southpaws. So I'm taking away the fight to right for him. I don't know. See how it
But
goes.
James could be right if it was a European title, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have any views on it all, Adam?
No, it's got nothing to do with James DeGale. It's all about Paul's. George grows and Paul's is going to be one hell of a fight. As Paul said, styles make fights. The style you adopt for a fight can determine how the fight pans out. And I honestly believe that they can fight in the third for them, keep mentioning. There's always going to be a 50 fight for anyone because he's so defensively minded. Whereas these two just like landing heavy shots. So we let them both go.
You were largely credited for the good tactics last time. You were working on something different this
You
time.
can't build up training just because of one fight, but he won it. He's the one that, like, he said, sparred thousands of rounds of games. So he knew it. But my challenge was just stopping him being a redhead and losing his temper, which that was all I managed to do. Everything else was down to him.
You're going to have to do that again.
No. This this is a proper fight. It's a proper fight. This is going to be. It's just going to be a much more entertaining fight for boxing fans and viewers than the fight with the other.
I mean, it is a fabulous night of boxing when you look at it. You know, as I said earlier on with Castides, you only got to look at how he comes to fight. You know, Ricky is when the chips are down. You know how he fights. He's improved, and I think this weight situation is going to make so much difference to him. So, you know, to be there on the night, I think it's going to be a bit of a treat for the fans. And if you're watching it, as I say, on TV, then you're going to get that great fight as well from Copenhagen. So that's a fabulous night's boxing. This is what we're all about. This is what Box Nation's about: delivering the best, delivering quality, even money fights to the fans.
Do you have any fears that fans will stop at home and watch you on Box Nation
If
rather
they,
than turn up at Wembley?
you know, if they do it, they do it. But I know they're going to show up. Look, you know, whatever happens, Mike, we always get a good crowd. We've had a good response to this show already, and I'm quite sure it'll be a sellout. And I'm quite sure we'll get a good rating on TV as well for the people who can't get there and see it live.